with what she was afflicted, nobody knew. They had to send away to different research labs to find out what was really wrong. And because of her life and the way she lived her life, the doctor said she would not have survived had she not lived the way she lived.
Wow.
And what happened was she went through. I don't want to give you the whole thing, but it is. I mean, it's a page turner. I'll tell you. Even I was really moved by it. My wife can write her behind off, and so she weathered the storm, took the most volatile methods against my wishes. She did it, and that's why you saw me had cut my hair off. We went bald together, the whole 9 yards. And because of what she did before that, they said that this thing triggered came directly off of. It was hidden in her DNA, and it was not something that they found before earlier. This was something that just popped out of nowhere. Even the doctors, even I was surprised. So when I revived her and called her back, and she fought, and I'll tell you, you ain't gonna read another page turner like this. And the people who are going to be doing her publishing said that they're gonna put her on the New York Times bestseller list. But we want to do our own work first to get the people to know her journey and what she did, what she learned. So I put together. Well, the people who are working on the book took my idea, and I just took it to the next stage and interfaced her into that. And there you have the cover.
Mm. Wow. Can't wait to have Dr. Nalani on the show, family. Prepare so they could get on a list, you said.
Yeah, there is a link there I sent with you as well, and you just put that link there. I'm not sure what it's about because she said it's a book link. It's in my email, so I guess
Yeah.
she sent it to me to give it to you all. I really don't know what's in it yet because she just put that together. So if there's something there, you could either pre-order or there's something there having to do with the book, a breakdown. And she has all of what she did to survive this particular trial. She's putting into a work program that she will be invited in. She will be. Oh no! Get out of here! A little mosquito came in there. Yeah, she will be uh, laying out a whole program and how to survive. In other words, how to prepare your life and health for the unexpected. She's setting down the plans, what worked for her, and like I said, coming back from death. And you have to be there as a person. You have to see somebody you love dying in your arms and understand what I mean. Hopefully it never happens for any of those. To revive and bring her back. But she's a fighter, and you'll find out how much of a fighter in that book.
Excellent. I
Hmm.
just posted the link in the chat. I will also put it in the description of the video now that I have it in email.
Hmm.
Yeah, amazing story, Doc. Amazing story. Let's wait, how do I put it down? Okay. Oh, let's get to another question. Let me get
Yeah.
to this brother here. Reese Jordan, what's up, man? What's happening, brother? You got a question, my brother?
Get your mic on.
You on mute. I don't think he knows he's live. All right, brother, we gonna have to come back to you. All right, brother, you gotta make sure you got it together. No, can't wait, brother. Can't wait. All right, let's get to the next call. Tomio. Tomio Shaka, what's good, brother? Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Come on, family. Y'all gotta have it together now, family. I told me I'm gonna have to get back to you, my brother. I'm gonna have to get back to you, my brother. Yeah, I can't hear you. Gonna have to get back to you. Let's get to Shamira. Shamira, what's going on, Shamira?
Hi, how are you?
All right, how you doing?
So this is my very first time honestly going to your live. I just recently watched you and Sister Myra. when you guys were talking about the twin soul connection, that was my very first time watching it, and I watched it today.
Excellent.
And I feel like I was drawn to it because from my highest consciousness and my highest power, I know I'm meant to be here to teach and guide as well.
Mm.
But because I definitely do have a lot of spiritual guidance, that downloads within me that I want to share with people or want to share with the world. And I'm just trying to figure out ways that, I can go about doing this, go about becoming a master guider and a master teacher and stuff like that.
What is it that makes you happy when you do it?
What makes me happy is that I can bring a new perspective than what's happening right now in the world. It makes me happy that I can give people hope and a new like ground that the your life does not have to be as hard as it seems or as hard as people come before you. It just makes me feel like happy. It makes me feel like I'm doing what I need to do. It makes me feel powerful. It makes me feel like I am, of my highest power and my highest good when I'm doing it.
Well, I would suggest that possibly if you are of the mind, that you could join us at our university because at our university we hone such talents. We allow such people to be able to understand that particular gift because it's a gift to want to help others. It's not just something that we will end up wanting to do. It's already dug within us, but those who have mined that part of themselves, that's a very special thing. So, in order to hone and understand what you're getting ready to get into, I would suggest possibly that you go to www.uksnow.org and just browse around our university's website, check out our testimonials, and see what it is that other people achieved. We've had people from NFL, NBA, music, all superstars, and we've had regular people, truck drivers, mothers, and so forth. And so, if you have a special calling that you feel within you, then we will help you to actually to hone what that is that you want to do because we cover the gauntlet. And part of what it is you heard me speak about as far as meditation, that is part of the curricula.
Right.
Indeed.
And to be honest, I don't know if your university costs money, but I don't have the finances or the means to be able to pay for that. So I kind of have to do mine with no money, start mine just by posting my voice, and I have to start from the bottom. You
Well,
know what I mean?
I tell you this: if we have 10 students, we do give we do have when we do have 10 students or more, we do have a scholarship.
Mm.
Indeed.
So
All
sign
right.
up.
Yeah, indeed. And yeah, get active on social media, sister. Post, post, post. Get your
Yeah,
name out there, all right? Post, and the people will resonate and vibe with you if if the message is talking to them.
yeah.
All right, thank you for the call, all right?
Okay, thanks.
All right, peace. Let's get to the next caller, Danny Tarver.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I do. Yes.
I said, you said get to know. I said me. Okay,
Mhm.
let's do it. Thank y'all for existing and us being in this space with each other, this virtual space. Shout out to the family. Shout out to you, Dr. Phil Valentine. I started watching when I was like 16 or 14. And I'm 25 now. But I got a question. I wrote it down. Uh, it basically, and Brother Rich, you was just such a phenomenon. Like everything that you put out, it's just awesome.
Thank you,
So
sister.
thank y'all for y'all work and y'all existence. But so I'm really like focusing on my dreams lately. My question is, um, how like finding the message in my dreams and how does that relate to having a life path number 22? Because I've had some dreams and it was kind of crazy because like the last two dreams I had, well, not the last ones, but I've had two dreams where I've experienced a dream with my sister at the same time, and then my boyfriend that I'm dating, we experienced the dream at the same time. So I'm trying to decipher more of what my dreams are telling me and how does that relate to my life path number 22.
Well, to first and foremost, you have to distinguish whether the dreams are just recalls of experiences recodified by the particular emotions that you went to bed with.
Mhm.
A lot of times we have this feeling that somehow our dreams, which are telling us things, are actually just the food we ate right before we went to bed, giving us a confusion or giving us a potpourri of a whole lot of things that happened to us.
Mhm.
To do dreams, to do a definitive, what we call dream walk,
Mhm.
a definitive dream walk. First of all, you have to have cleared your mind in such a way that you uh, dictate what you will find in your dream. That's when you know that you've tapped into a true dream and that you're actually picking up on the akasha, because the akasha, as I said in many of my lectures, is made of water, and water has memory. So
Mhm.
because you're all full of memory, we are mostly water.
Mhm.
Most of our cells carry memories even before we came back into our birth and came out of water. But what you have to remember is that in your mind, when you go to sleep, there's a practice that Don Juan, I don't know if you ever heard of Don Juan
Mm-mm.
and Carlos Castaneda.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
Carlos.
Carlos Castaneda. Read his books. Carlos Castaneda has a book called uh, Tales of Power,
Yeah.
and also A Separate Reality and Journey to Ixtlan, uh, Ixthalan, I believe. Those are three powerful books. Also, A Yaqui Way of Knowledge. This is the start of Don Juan, I mean, of Carlos Castaneda's trip. He was a student at the University of California, and he went to study the Yaqui Indians' way of sorcery. And he gave a practice to Don Juan where he said, meditate on your palm and look at the palm for at least 4 or 5 minutes without anything. Everything should just go blur. And that palm, with all the lines and everything, study it as if you were studying an intricate design. And what happens is you must do that maybe a few days in a row. But what
Mhm.
happens is if you could find your palm of your hand and be conscious of the palm of your hand in your dream, that means that you've broken free and you've honed all of the memories that would be superfluous. You've honed that. Now
Okay.
you're in control. Now you know that your dreams and whatever you see in those dreams are because you are taking that walk in the dream.
Okay. Like a lucid dream or
Right.
like.
Well, it's not really lucid. Lucid dreaming means that you're aware of your surroundings. You're not going to be aware of your surroundings. You're going to be in a fourth dimensional space at
Mm.
this particular time. I've
Okay.
done it many times before, and a lot of people wonder how it is I would predict certain situations. Well, all you have to do after you've learned to find your hand is that you could just study a circumstance, and then that circumstance is already indelibly etched because you've got pictures of it, you've got people talking about it on the news. It's already in the atmosphere as a memory program. It's an engram at that time. And
Yeah.
you're able to access that particular water with your water. It's becoming more and more precipitous. In other words, you have to go into a place of precipitation in order for you to go into a space of condensation, if you understand what I mean. The
Yeah.
precipitation is like when water leaves the earth and becomes clouds
Mhm.
because it's water vapor. Well, you have to leave your body in that manner. You have to leave yourself in that precipitation mode while your body is there. And once you've learned to do that, there's an umbilical that attaches you out of the frontilicus frontis. There's an umbilical that keeps you connected to your body.
Mhm.
But be careful because the place you go to may be so beautiful you may not want to come back.
Wow, wow. Hey, Danny, we gotta go, but I appreciate the question, Danny. All right, peace, peace. Let's try to get Tomio. Are you there yet, Tomio?
Peace, peace. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you now, brother. What's going
Okay,
on?
okay. Big fan of both of y'all. Big fan.
Thank you, brother.
So, okay, can y'all go into detail more about the holographic principle in physics, and how does it connect to the whole one consciousness that we're in, like the giant hologram that we're supposedly in, right? Like, does it change the way we see our mind and body working together? Like, can y'all just elaborate on that?
Well, the brain is operating in the holographic and the hologrammic matrix. There's a difference between the hologram and the holograph. You have to understand that one is more tangible than the other. The hologram itself is just it's the Merkaba energy that essentially surrounds everything and keeps everything unified. Okay, but the holograph is what you write into that hologram.
Mm.
You see what I mean? Because
Right.
your mind, your own consciousness can see it from perspective, and someone else sees it from another perspective. It's what we bring to that threshes it out. So we have to be very careful what we write into our reality so that it does not reflect back into the gram. In other words, if you understand what I mean, the gram itself is a model for us to actually write our own destinies in. And we have this tendency, because of education and because of religification, that we have this cementing of a reality that keeps us bound. So we graphically keep ourselves bound. And isn't that what they do with the writing of the law? Isn't the law nothing more than graphics? Indeed. Well, the graphics begin with what we articulate in our minds, and then we put it into fruition, we put it into movement. So, what do you want to do with that space? Is inner space first before it's outer space. So, what is your inner space like? Have you investigated that? Have you done an inventory on everything that you think about, everything you're motivated about? What are your addictions? What are your hungers? What is it that motivates? These are some of the things that tell you how your holograph is working within the hologram.
Hey, thanks for the question, brother. That was a powerful breakdown, Doc. Thank you, Tomio.
Sir,
All
peace.
right, all right, peace, peace. All right, let's get to the next caller, Mayor. Mayor, are you there?
Yeah.
Peace.
Hi, Dr. Valentine.
Hello, Lily.
Um, I have a question, and I was wondering, I've been thinking about this a lot, like, what would I be when I grow up and stuff? And my message was, what is the message for me in in the youth for the future?
So, where are you now? What is your main? What is your occupation? What occupies your time?
It's this lady and his husband named Dr. Alim and Kadira.
Yes.
I went to them and she showed me how to do braces and stuff, and I made one, and I like that. So I think I might do that, but I don't think I'll do that for the long run. Maybe a side thing or something, but I don't know.
What again? As I said, what makes you happy when you do it?
Um,
What brings you
I don't
joy?
know, but I like art. I like art, like portraits and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. You're young right now. You're in your infant stage. You're in your trial and error stage. Don't be afraid to do any and everything at this particular time. Find yourself in the mess that's around you. See what it is that brings calm to you, what brings peace to you, what it is that takes you back into yourself. And then after you've stepped away from it for a moment, you smile and you say, I did that. Nobody else has to be around. You don't have to prove anything to anyone except to yourself.
I
So,
was learning. I've been learning numbers and stuff, but I don't know mines. I've been seeing these numbers a lot. It's 11, 1, 10. That's the number I was born on, and I kept on seeing those numbers like 11, 11. So it's 1,
uh,
11, 1, 10.
wow. You know what? Brother King Simon and Brother Lois Treon would have a field day with you. 11 is my master number. So I've said that if you're dealing in 11, that means you're dealing in Scorpio energy.
Yeah, I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah. So if you're dealing with Scorpion energy, you have to be careful. Your main thing is that you end up stinging yourself.
I have been.
Yeah. So you have to worry. Don't worry about anything. Just watch your actions because they have consequences. Think before you speak, think before you act, and always know that and you're very pretty, so that also is going to be working against you, not just the men, but the women that are around you. So be very careful about that as well.
Doc, Dr. Valentine, what did you have to say the last time I was on here? Because it was buffering.
I said you have to be mindful because you're pretty and you're
No,
beautiful.
no, no. The last time we were on the live together, it was buffering out and stuff. And when I watched it again, it did not say nothing that you said.
What was that? I don't remember. Oh,
The
you.
number, my age.
Oh, when you were young. Oh,
Yeah,
are
it
you
cut all
the
of that out.
little sister? You're the little sister that was there. You look older.
Yeah,
Goodness. Okay, I know who you are now. Yes. I don't remember what I was just saying to you that you had to make sure. I think I heard it, but if I do hear it again, because I don't remember what show that was, uh, Brother Rich. I heard what it is. I remember hearing what I said because somebody cut and pasted it and showed it to me that I said this to you back then. I don't know whether you didn't hear it. If you didn't hear it, I'll see if I can get it again. Send it to
yeah. My dad told me about it, and he said that it cut all of it out.
Mm.
really.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
gotta check. I'm not sure. I
I
gotta go
forgot what
check.
it is. I said I say it because Spirit hits me with what I need to say at the moment.
Yeah,
But I am
yeah.
telling you to listen to yourself. I'm saying to you, be mindful of the people around you, but be mindful of you doing things to inflict situations upon yourself. And be always ready to take accountability. And you think before you act, think before you speak. And like I said, you can become a great teacher. And like I said,
I
just
think
be.
that's what I might be.
Oh,
Cause
okay.
I like children.
Okay, then that's what I'm saying to you. You have to be very mindful of what you do. Dance is very important. You should
Mm.
definitely dance because you have energy that you need to disperse. You also have to deal with
Yeah.
you have to deal with also um, honing a